Hello, my love pies. Welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. It is really great to have you. I'm Gabby of Make Your Perfect. I'm an artist who paints portraits of women, femmes, and vaginas so that we can uncoach the feminine and harness our radical authenticity. Because when you let go of what everyone taught you to be and embrace your radical authenticity, you live with creativity, pleasure, and flow. This is a space where we talk about all those things that women crave discussing but don't know how to bring up. And a few brief notes. I might use some adult words, so grab your headphones if you'd like. Oh, and yes, I'm painting a vagina. I'm all about normalizing and celebrating this area of the body, which is the center of creativity, intuition, and pleasure. When you're okay with looking at it, thinking about it, and talking about it, then you're okay with looking at the parts of you that need your love and attention, truly believing your inner wisdom, and loving, accepting, and celebrating yourself in all your glory. In today's episode, we are talking about body image because I am a 40-year-old with body image issues. I'm putting it out there just like that. So I have been painting portraits of women lately, doing these sketches of them in sensual positions, and they come from a photo. So the women, my clients, take sensual selfies of themselves, then send it to me, an almost stranger. And I literally trace the contours of their body and deliver it back to them in a drawing. And what's been really amazing about this process is seeing this transformation that happens. And one thing I've noticed, there is a whole journey in being able to even just look at yourself naked, much less take a picture of yourself naked, much less send it to somebody. And I've had women ask me, can you remove lumps? Can you remove rolls? Can you remove stretch marks? And I'll tell you, it's just a contour drawing. So whatever's on your skin doesn't really show up. But I know I'm not going to remove anything. And that's the thing. I actually trace them so that I don't take artist liberties and remove anything. And when I give them back, the women are always like, oh, wow. Even compared to looking at the picture of themselves, they're like, oh, wow, I love that because I love my body. And what's really amazing about it is that something I did not expect to happen while I have been drawing them, I have been feeling like, oh, wow, every curve is beautiful. Like every part of every one of these women is gorgeous. And therefore, I also must be gorgeous with every curve. Like that's the stuff I've been thinking. And the reason why I know that doesn't necessarily sound mind-blowing, but you're talking to somebody who for a long time in my life, I'm still trying to train this out of me. But for a long time in my life, I believed skinnier is better. Skinnier is prettier. It's more gorgeous. It's more worthy, probably. I believed this, and I am trying hard not to believe this, but I can't say that I have bred it out of me yet. And so I did one of these portraits for Millie, who runs the Self-Love Club, which is this Instagram, I don't even know what to call it, Instagram page, profile, persona, brand that is all about loving your body and yourself, no matter how you are, how you look, how you feel, how you act, like all of it. She is, talk about a radically authentic woman. Yes, her. Well, I did her portrait and I was actually almost embarrassed to show it. Not because it wasn't amazing and not because she wasn't amazing, but because I was embarrassed to say that I followed her, that I am a woman who has gotten to this point in my life and still has issues with my body image. How crazy is that? And she has thousands, millions of followers. So obviously I'm not alone, right? Obviously. But still, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed that I have body image issues, but I'm also embarrassed that I have the body that I do. Wow, right? Talk about like having trouble embracing yourself. And what's crazy is that, until I was probably 27, I was anorexic and bulimic. And I weighed between 100 and 125 pounds most of the time. And I thought I was fat. I thought I was fat from the day I turned 11, probably. I had size A boobs. I didn't actually go through puberty till I was 27, when I became a little more comfortable with myself and who I am and what I want out of life, actually, is what happened when I was 27. I kind of embraced life for what I wanted, funnily enough, and not what I had thought I was supposed to want for all that time. I got divorced from my first husband that year. I got my own apartment for the first time that year. All this stuff happened to feed me. So that's kind of awesome looking back right now and being like, all right. So, and that is when I started not starving myself. I can't say eating normally because I still have disordered eating, in that there's like a lot of shame that comes along with my eating. And like this clean eating versus like terrible eating kind of dichotomy. But yeah, that was when I stopped starving myself and making myself throw up, and I started enjoying food. And I went through puberty at 27. So my boobs went from size A to size double D. And then I had a baby when I was 30, and boy, did that do something to my body. My highest weight when I was pregnant was 197 pounds. So like that was a shock. I had weighed around 145 before I got pregnant by that point. And yeah, my body has never been the same since. But at the same time, I do have this strong belief that this is the body I'm supposed to have. And I spent, I don't know, 16 years of my life trying to avoid having it. So now that I fucking have it, I really want to own it. And I try to. I actually think I have so before I had body dysmorphia, in that I thought I looked fat when I was really, really thin. And now I think I have body dysmorphia the other way around, where I think I look really, really thin, but I'm actually like chubbier than I think I am. And who cares though? The whole point is like, who cares? But I look in the mirror, you guys. And when I look in the mirror, it's not like, ooh, do those colors look good? Or like, does that outfit look stylish? Or, do I feel amazing when I look at myself? No, I look at myself, and the first thing I ask myself is, do I look skinny? Does this outfit make me look skinny? And then I think I'm trying to train myself to think, well, what do you really want to wear today? Just like looking at the clothes in my closet, not thinking about how they'll look on my body, but thinking about like how the colors make me feel, how the fabrics make me feel. So therefore, like how they will make me feel, how comfortable they will make me feel, and how confident they will make me feel, with just leaving size out of it. That's what I try to do. And put it on and be like, well, I don't really care if this makes me look skinny because it makes me feel great. So that's what I'm working on right now. And hopefully, I think this is definitely, it's changed from the time I was 27 to the time I was 40. So I hope that my mindset about my body continues this upward momentum and journey. But I know that I'm not the only one who feels this way about my body. And I wondered, do all of us feel this way? I was at a party recently, and there was a woman who was, I don't know, in her 50s or maybe 60. And her husband came up and jokingly, teasingly kind of grabbed her muffin top. I mean, muffin top, come on. That's a great word. It's we all love muffins. So why don't we love our muffin top? Well, actually, eating muffins brings me some shame. Shit, I guess that doesn't work then. Anyway, he came up and grabbed her muffin top. And then as he walked away, she said something maybe when he was there, she was like, don't do that. I'm fat right now. And I was like, oh my gosh, really? Like 20 years from now, I'm still going to feel the same way. I just thought at some point it objectively didn't matter anymore what size I was. So therefore, like, I wouldn't care. So what makes us think that it objectively does matter what size we are? I am worthy of taking up space in this world, as much space as my body takes up. Like, geez, this is just the way it is. And so that's that. I'm curious how you feel about your body. Feel free to let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Share this if you know anybody that wants to hear it or needs to hear it. And subscribe if you like it. I'll keep making more of these if you keep talking to me. So thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up for yourself. And I see you, I hear you, and I love you. Mwah.